What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about, can Giannis Antetokounmpo lead his team to the finals and get a win and do it by himself? So let's see what they have to say about that.
Season or playoffs. Chris Middleton with that unbelievable game winner. Max, can Giannis carry a team to the finals?
If he has a crime partner on his level, I keep bringing this up. So I talk about Shaq and Kobe. Shaq had a prime penny, not enough. A prime Kobe, a prime. If you're a big, and Giannis is a big, that's what it takes. Let me tell you who Middleton is. Middleton is Rick Fox. Real good player. Real good two-way player. Real good. Underrated because he didn't care about his stats. But Shaq wasn't going to win a chip with Rick Fox as the second best player, as good as Rick Fox. He needed Kobe Bryant. Who's Kobe on this team? If you tell me Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton, we're done. There's no Kobe on this team. There's no Dwayne Wade on this team. Shaq looked at Giannis and said, that dude could have Superman. He plays the way I wish I could play, but I wasn't allowed to in that era. He's put up those kind of numbers, Shaq numbers. Who's his crime partner, really? Who did they get him? Drew Holiday's a nice player. Chris Middleton's a nice player. I'm talking about a crime partner. Who's Kobe on that team, Stephen A? That's not on Giannis.
So I think it'll be hard for Giannis Antetokounmpo to lead his team to the finals and win. There's just too many high-powered teams out there. Like, he's going to have to go through the big three if he gets to the finals. And if the Lakers get to the finals, even though they're struggling right now, he'd have to go through Anthony Davis, LeBron James. So there's just too many duos out there that Giannis would have to go through in order to get to the finals and win a championship ring. So I think it's going to be very hard for him to do that. But with that said, it is not impossible for somebody to win a championship with just one superstar on the team, because Kobe Bryant won back-to-back championships being the only player of his cloth on his team. The only player that was close to Kobe Bryant was maybe Paul Gasol, maybe Metta World Peace. Other than that, Kobe Bryant was the only player of his cloth to win a championship on his team. Like I said, maybe Paul Gasol was maybe close, but nobody was on the level of Kobe Bryant. You could also say maybe Dirk Nowitzki in 2011 when he beat the Miami Heat and took down LeBron James. You can say he's the only player of his cloth. There were other good players on that Dallas team, but Dirk Nowitzki was the front runner and the only player of his cloth on that team. And you can also look at Allen Iverson when he played against the LA Lakers in the finals. Granted, he didn't win, but he was the only player of his cloth to really give the Lakers a run for the money, because I do believe he won one game in the finals, and the Lakers swept the whole playoffs at that point in time. And he was able to get one win off the Lakers in the finals. So definitely, I know they weren't all of them weren't bigs, but it can be done with just one superstar on their team that can take care of business and get to the finals and win the finals. Now, with that said, do I think that, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be able to do it? I just don't see him doing it this year. So,
I'll ask you a damn question about Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton. I recall the question being, can Giannis carry a team to the finals? Yes or no?
Not by himself?
Yes or no, Mr. Number One?
Not by
in the
himself?
world? Yes or no?
Not by himself.
Yes or no? I mean,
Not by
because
himself.
because you see, here's where you lose talking to me, because I have no problem with you saying somebody else needs to close.
Right.
I have no problem. Because remember, years ago, I used to sit up there and say, LeBron is good for 46 minutes. Those final 2 minutes, I need somebody else. But it still didn't negate me from saying he could be that lead dog on the championship squad because of what he's able to do for 46 minutes. What I'm saying to you about Giannis is, here's the problem. It has nothing to do with minutes. It has everything to do with game. What I mean by that, listen, what I mean by that is, I told you years ago, if he doesn't work on his perimeter shot, that's the problem.
You identified him as a big...
Nah, he still needs some help, regardless.